Hi there, you're listening to the Pursue Your Spark podcast. I'm your host and midlife warrior, Heike Yates. And on this show, we're talking about fitness, nutrition, and mindset strategies for women in midlife. Plus, our fierce guests on the show share their stories to help you reclaim your power to spark an authentic life. Well, hello there. It's Heike Yates, and welcome to another episode of the Pursue Your Spark podcast. I hope you have an awesome day. I sure do. While I'm recording this podcast, the sun is shining and fall has arrived in Maryland. The leaves are turning. I'm totally digging it, which of course means it's perfect running weather. Super important to me. But before I dive into today's episode, which has to do with fall, I want to know if you are subscribed to my podcast. If you're not, please head on over there. Maybe right now, stop the episode and just subscribe. And while you're there, leave a review. I would love it if you left a review under ratings and reviews and just write what you love about the show so other people can find the show much easier and enjoy each episode and the content that I'm sharing. So head on over to iTunes, subscribe, and review in iTunes. So with that, my friends, I mentioned that I want to talk about fall. Fall is usually the time when we talk about organizational items or things we want to do in our life, but also Halloween. Halloween is about 2 weeks out from when I'm recording this podcast, and I thought about what I could teach you about Halloween. I could talk all about chocolate, of course. I love chocolate. I don't care for the candy, but my favorite used to be Kit Kat. When my kids came home with their loot of candy, I did steal the Kit Kat from them. I just loved it. Or I could talk to you about what costume you should or shouldn't wear for a Halloween party. But there's nothing I can teach you about this. And you can find on Pinterest all kinds of cool Halloween costumes that you can recreate or buy. But what I want to talk to you about today is your immune system. Many of my friends and clients already start showing up coughing, feeling drained, have flu-like symptoms. And last week I had my acupuncture appointment, and even my acupuncturist suggested to boost my immune system. And she does what acupuncturists do. She poked the needles in different parts of my body, and she gave me some tips of what to do to feel more energized and stay healthy. I'm taking her suggestions serious because our overall health contributes to how we fight off colds and the flu. I do get a flu shot every year, but there are ways how you can boost your immune system inside and out. And I'm sharing 8 habits with you today. Because guess what, guys? Every year, and without fail, I get the same questions when people show up sniffling, feeling achy, and just overall have an immune system that's not what it could be. So here are the questions that I get. Should I sweat it out and kick it hard with a hard cardio workout? I'm sure that will make me feel better. Or should I stay home sick? I don't want to get anybody else sick, but being homesick sucks. Or how about the chicken noodle soup? I'm asked. Is this an old wives' tale, or is this really good when you have a cold or a flu? So these are the same questions I get every year. And so what better way than to create a post and show you how you can boost your immune system, the inside out, with 8 tips that I'm sharing with you today. Now, Germs are everywhere. I mean, people get sick and then they don't feel well, but they still go to work and they have colds and coughs and maybe a sore throat and an ear infection. But you know what? Our system, our immune system, has a plan of action that is built in and helps us fight our infections. To put it simply, the more you get exposed to germs, your immune system, I can't say this word today, your immune system adapts to fighting those invasive germs. My mom always said, go eat dirt when you play. Don't worry about getting dirty. Get dirt on your hand, and if you eat some, it will be okay too. Well, this only goes so far. I'm not telling you to go out and hug every sick person. So some exposure is okay because you don't want to live in a bubble. Too much, maybe not so good. There are some other factors that influence your immune system, and they are stress, age, gender, sleep, climate, and our mood. Let's take a closer look into those other factors. Stress. Research shows that people that are angry, worried, or scared every day for months and weeks have a compromised immune system. Age. As we get older, our immune system response breaks down. But there's some good news. Staying physically active and eating a nutritious and healthy diet can offset many of those changes. Gender. Women tend to do better with colds than men, and that is due to our estrogen levels. And estrogen levels generally enhance immunity while the androgens can suppress them. Sleep, and we know it. Poor sleep and extended periods of sleep deprivation jeopardizes our immune function. Sleep is so important, as we all know. Climate. For example, exercising in a slightly cooler environment might boost your immune system. Also, sleeping in a cooler room enhances your sleep. On the other hand, using a sauna or a hot bath may be better for stimulating your immune system once you feel sick or feel not so well. And finally, our mood. There's evidence that immune alterations affect mood and inflammation. Clinical depression is 2 to 3-fold higher among patients with diseases that have elevated inflammatory activity. It is to note that moderate exercise appears to act as an anti-inflammatory in those with inflammatory conditions. Those 6 factors that I just talked about, you can influence some of them. Stress, sleep, climate, and mood is something that you can change to support your immune system better. So let's dive into the 8 tips to boost your immune system inside and out. In order for not only for our immune system to function well, but our whole balance in life, it requires balance and harmony. Everything works together, balanced, to support our lifestyle, to help us feel better inside and out. There's so much that researchers don't know about the intricacies and interconnectedness of the immune response. For now, there are no scientifically proven direct links between lifestyle and enhanced immune function, but we all know we feel better when our immune system is down, if we sleep better, if have a positive mindset, if we're eating a diet with fruit and vegetables, and that when we reduce our stress. So let's start out with the chicken noodle soup theory. Number 1, eat a diet high in fruits and vegetables that are high in vitamins and minerals, and these guys help you fight off your colds. The big one, of course, is vitamin C. Is the first thing everybody turns to when we get a cold or we're feeling a little sick. The body does not produce vitamin C, and we need to replenish it every day. So eating an orange once a week is not helping you feel better. Because citrus fruits like oranges, lemon, tangerines, and grapefruit and red bell peppers are high in vitamin C, and they help fight infections. Broccoli. Broccoli is supercharged with vitamins and minerals. Broccoli is packed with vitamin A, C, and E, as well as many other antitoxins and fiber. Fiber is always good. So broccoli is one of the healthiest vegetables. Don't you love broccoli? Garlic. Garlic's immune boosting properties are amazing. It seems that the heavy concentration of sulfur containing compounds are what gives garlic the immune boosting properties. And then we have ginger. Ginger is another ingredient that you turn to after getting sick. Ginger tea, putting ginger into your meals. Ginger has helped decrease inflammation, but it can help reduce a sore throat. It can help reduce nausea, and ginger has a warming entity to it, or warming. Yeah. Then we have spinach. Spinach made my list not because it's rich in vitamin C, or not only because it's rich in vitamin C. And next up is spinach. Spinach made my list not just because it's rich in vitamin C, it is packed with other antitoxins in beta carotene. And then, of course, you've heard of turmeric. It's not only known for its anti-inflammatory properties, but it can help decrease exercise-induced muscle damage. And then finally, we have green tea. Both green tea and black teas are packed with flavonoids, a type of antitoxins. On to number 2. Keep moving. So here's the question. Should you sweat it out when you're sick or stay in bed? Okay, there are 2 types of working out. A structured workout that makes us sweat and breathe heavy and you're feeling discomfort and out of breath. This kind of workout triggers a stress response in the body, and this stress response makes us stronger and fitter, but not when we're sick. It just does the opposite. So a non-strenuous workout like walking, easy biking, and all these done outside might even help with your sniffly nose. These kind of workouts help you recover faster when you're not feeling well. So it's that simple when you think about, should I sweat it out or shouldn't I sweat it out? Or should I stay in bed? Less is more in this case. And number 3, stay hydrated. Things like green tea, water, coconut water, water with lemon, soups. See, your mom was right all along to have that chicken noodle soup. Will help replace the fluids lost from a fever, diarrhea, or vomiting. So keep hydrating. Number 4, if you drink alcohol, drink in moderation. New research indicates that drinking alcohol can damage the body's dendritic cells, a vital component of the immune system. An increase in alcohol consumption over time can increase a person's exposure to bacterial and viral infections. I remember, or sometimes we still suggest it, or I hear it, is a little toddy when you're not feeling well, a little rum and hot water, maybe not so good. Number 5, get more sleep. Getting good sleep is extremely important if you've been exposed to a virus, according to a study published by the Archives of Internal Medicine. The more sleep you get, the more you give your body a fighting chance to fight the illnesses. So practice good sleep hygiene. You might want to check out my podcast episode number 12, How to Get More Sleep and Energy. Number 6, reduce stress. Cortisol, among other things, helps the body fight inflammation and disease. The constant release of the hormone in people who are chronically stressed lessens its overall effectiveness. And this can result in increased inflammation and disease, as well as a less effective immune system. Number 7, practice good hygienes. Wash your hands for 20 seconds and scrub under your fingernails. Not just rinse and go. Soap it up and scrub it for 20 seconds. Wash your hands. Do the same thing before eating or preparing food. Do the same thing. Wash your hands before you put your contact lenses in, or anything where you bring your hands to your mouth or your eyes. Carry an alcohol-based hand cleaner with you. Disinfect shared surfaces like keyboards, telephones, doorknobs, and things like that. And to stop or minimize spreading germs, sneeze like a vampire. So instead of in your hand, bend your elbow, bring your arm towards your mouth, and sneeze in the pit of the elbow. And number 8, don't share it. Don't share your toothbrush. Don't share your utensils or drinking glasses. In my house, I'm very adamant about when somebody is sick, we don't share. Not that we share toothbrushes, but glasses sometimes. Or here, take a bite from my fork. No. Not during flu time or times when we feel sick. This is definitely not happening in my house. So there you have your 8 tips to boost your immune system inside and out. Take my 8 tips to heart and stay healthy during the flu season. So you can feel energized and healthy. You can continue with your fit lifestyle instead of lying in bed, sniffling, sneezing, and feeling miserable. Do you have a favorite immune boosting tip that you like to share? I love to hear it. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode, because next week we're talking to Donna Owens. She's a woman that has been living with chronic fatigue for 30 years. It will be another amazing interview, so stay tuned for next week. I can't wait to have you back on the Pursue Your Spark podcast. With that, have an incredibly amazing and healthy day. Ciao!